Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Wraith. I have about 470 hours in Kovaaks, and I have been playing Kovaaks for quite a few months now, and over that time, I've gained quite a bit of knowledge as aiming, and I feel I have made three pretty solid routines for all levels of players. For your beginner routine, you want to start off by making sure you're on 103 Overwatch FOV and on your Fortnite sensitivity. What you're going to do is you're going to start off by playing Centering 1. And what this is you can see it's a very small, thin bot, and you just want to try to track it. And what this is good for is developing your smoothness, which when you first start off, most people have pretty bad smoothness. So it's important to work on that, because what that allows you to do is just be smoother, so like you'll stay on target easier and more accurately. And then you're going to play Air Invincible 5. And what this is a bot that moves quite fast, as well as some strafing to help develop your reactivity when you're first starting off, but it's nothing too difficult. And then next you're going to play 1 wall, 6 targets TE reload. And what this is there's 6 bots in a wall, and you want to play it by making very smooth lines to the bot. But as you get better, you start going faster. And as you get faster, you'll get higher scores, but like, as you just want to start off slow and smooth, and develop your core fundamentals before you start trying to go crazy and get super high scores. Because if you do that, you're gonna start off on the wrong foot and just be really bad, and it'll progress and get better slower. So for the next scenario, you play Pat Target Shotgun mid range, and what this is all these bots. And you just want to click on the head, and this is good for developing some precision on moving targets. And then for your next scenario, you're going to play Bounce 180 Sparky, and this is just a ton of these spheres bouncing around. You're just going to click them, and this is really good for also developing your precision. For your final scenario, the beginner routine, you're going to play Bounce 180 Tracking. And what this is all these bots, very similar to the last scenario, but instead you have to track them. And this is good for building up your smoothness. And when you're playing this scenario, make sure you're just holding left click the entire time. And also, I recommend that you do up your FOV to 110, because what that does is it allows you to see more bots, and it makes the bots appear smaller, so it's harder to hit. But it's mostly so you can see more targets. And then for the first of the intermediate routines, it would be a shotgun flick plus reactivity scenario, routine. And what this is you start off with Psalm Flick TPS, which is like a ton of bots, and you have to do quite a few large angle flicks. And this is good for developing those wider angle shots and your flicks overall. Next, you're going to play Close Fast Strafes Easy Thin Shotgun. And what this is there's like a bot, and it moves really fast, you have to click it. And this is good for developing your reactivity and just your clicking. And then for your next scenario, you're going to play Bounce 360 Track FN. Again, up your FOV to 110. And what you do is you're just going to track and hold left click the entire time. Accuracy does not matter for these scenarios. And then next, you're going to go on to air. And it does not take that full time. It's just there's multiple bots of varying speeds and how much they strafe. And what this does is develops more of your reactivity, as I said before. It does not take the full time. It's just your score is based on how much time was left when you completed it. So it would take probably around 3 minutes. And then you're actually going to play Close Range Tracking Training Easy. So this is kind of like simulating when you're in a 1x1 with your SMG, and you want a short strafe like this, and this is good for developing your mouse to movement syncing. So you want to sync your mouse movements to your movement, so that way your movement isn't fighting your aim. And then next you're going to go on to GP1 Invincible, and this is just a bot, and it's good for some reactivity, but it's nothing too crazy or difficult. And that's going to be it for the Flick plus reactivity routine. Next, you're going to be moving on to your AR training. So with this one, you want to go to your settings, go to weapons, and make sure that this is your Fortnite ADS sense. And what you're going to do is you're just going to start it, and you're going to right click and then track. I'm quite bad at this scenario myself, so I'm going to have to play this too. But that's what you're going to do for that. And then for the other ones, you're going to go into it. You're going to change your FOV to 95 and also hold right click. And it'll make it like you're ADSing, like your sense will feel, and it'll look like you're ADSing in Fortnite. The reason I'm going for the first one is because it zooms you in already. So the next you're going to want to fountain tracking, and what this is really good for, and I want to say this first. So Thin Gauntlet is kind of like how Air is. Multiple bots, varying speed, varying sizes. Good for training your smoothness all around. Next you're going to go on to fountain tracking, and this is good for training your vertical smoothness. Same thing as the last one. You're playing on 95 FOV and holding right click. And this is good for training your smoothness vertically. The next one, which might be one of the hardest ones here, is called TAM, Target Switch Smooth. And if you notice, look, I hit the bot. You have to stay on the entire time, otherwise the bot regens and goes back to full HP. So you have to stay the entire time in order to kill it. And then next you're going to go on to Smooth Bot Invincible Goated. This is a really good scenario. As you can see, it's like the bot's moving around. This is very active as I would be in Fortnite. Probably a bit faster, but that's good because if it's faster, it'll be better at tracking the faster targets. So the slower ones will be even easier. And for the final scenario, it's called Popcorn GTI, and this is really hard. This is good for training your vertical and horizontal tracking. And if you just play these for each scenario 10 minutes a day, so it'll take about an hour. If you do each scenario in your routine per your skill level, you will see results. It'll just take a bit because it's just how it is. It's like weightlifting. It takes time. So I will have the Google Doc with all of these routines linked in the description. Feel free to ask any questions in the comments. I will go through and answer all of them. But that's going to be it for the video, guys.